Hi, everybody. If you are a homeowner thinking about selling your property and wondering where to start, here is going to be your complete guide to selling a home in Massachusetts. So, I am a local real estate agent. I work in both Massachusetts and Connecticut, mostly Massachusetts. But if you have any specific questions, feel free to reach out and let me know. First, my advice is, of course, going to be to find a local real estate agent. Real estate agents can help you with not only pricing the property appropriately, but also the marketing of the property, any tips that they may have to prepare your property to sell. They can help you with different recommendations, referrals that you may need, and negotiating, of course, all of the paperwork, of course. But your real estate agent should be an expert in your area, and they should really be able to guide you through the entire process. Homes that are sold by real estate agents sell for 14% more than homes that are sold for sale by owner. So it's really important to have a local expert on your side, on your team, that's going to help make sure that your property sells for the most that it can possibly sell for. What my advice is to start when you're about to sell your house or when you're thinking about selling your house, start on the exterior. So I always advise people to drive up to the home as if you are a buyer. Take a look at it. Is your home inviting people in, or would you drive up and say, not really interested, I'm going to turn around? If you're not really interested in looking at your own home, then you need a little bit of curb appeal. So you want to drive up to your home and see what draws people in or what can draw people in. One of the easiest things you can do is to paint your front door. If it needs a fresh coat of paint, that's a simple thing to start with, because sometimes those front doors just get scuffed up, banged up with things going in and out, people going in and out. So a fresh coat of paint is really important. You want to work on curb appeal. What is going to draw people's attention in? You may need to shape that door out with some landscaping, some plants, maybe something on the front door like a wreath, a seasonal wreath, but something that draws people in and welcomes them. You want them to feel welcome, like they're coming home. A welcome mat is a great idea also. Next, you want to take a look at garage doors as well. So garage doors, are they rotted? Are they rusted? Do you need to paint them or repair them or replace them? That's a big item as well. Garage doors are also a safety item, because if people have children, you want to make sure that the safety mechanics on the garage are working, or on the garage door are working. So make sure all of that is working and looking decent. Landscaping is a huge thing as well. Always making sure that your grass is cut and maintained, and that your flowers are alive and thriving, hopefully. Dead flowers are not a good look on your front step. So making sure that all of your curb appeal, all of your landscaping is looking good, making sure that the siding is in decent condition. Any wood rot should be taken care of as well. So then you make your way inside the house. And inside, there are a number of things that you want to be checking out. Painting is the first thing that I always suggest. Maybe your house needs a nice fresh coat of paint inside. And if it doesn't need a fresh coat of paint, maybe there are scuff marks that need to be washed away. A magic eraser is a great tool for that, just taking care of all of the scuff marks. But a fresh coat of paint can really brighten up a space. You want to stick to neutral colors. And I actually have a paint guide for my sellers. That just shows them which colors they should really try to stick to, something neutral that invites people in, and that lets people start fresh. People want to come into a home and they want to feel like they can make it their own. So if you have dark colors, or, like a lime green, a vibrant bright red, blues, dark blues, anything like that, you kind of want to stay away from those unless they're in children's rooms or bonus spaces. Really, the main living areas and the master bedroom should all be neutral, lighter tones, calming tones, that just people feel relaxed and at ease when they come into your home. So painting is definitely a great thing to look into. The next thing would be a cleaner or cleaning company. And hiring a cleaning company can be a great thing to do, especially before photos. It's just people clean their homes very well most of the time, but it's just nice to have a outside opinion come in and maybe get the areas that you aren't seeing daily, or that you kind of pass by because you don't notice it. A different opinion can maybe see something that you're not seeing. Maybe they'll see the dog hair that's on the walls or on the ceiling, or by the baseboards. They're going to catch something that maybe you don't see every day. Speaking of dog hair, pets. So Pets are a tricky subject. I know people love their pets, but it's really good to try to hide all of the pet stuff specifically for the photos. And then when you have showings as well, because people don't want to come in and immediately think, oh, this is a pet home, because not everybody does love pets, unfortunately. So you want to hide all of that pet stuff, especially for photos, and try to get rid of any pet smells as well. And if you're using air fresheners, you want to use something that's a neutral smell also. You don't want to turn people off, or you don't want people to walk in and think, oh my gosh, that's so strong. You just want it to be something subtle, and something that gets rid of the smell, really, any pet smells that you might have. So working on the interior, you want to work on your maintenance list before you sell your house as well. So if there are items on your maintenance list, do you have missing cabinet hardware? Do you have floors that are scuffed up that need to be refinished? Do you have screens that might have holes in them, window screens? Anything that's on your to-do list. Light bulbs are a huge thing. You want to make sure that all of your light bulbs are in and working. You don't want to have missing light bulbs and lights that aren't working when you have showings, because people want to be able to see the house. They want to know that the house has been well maintained. And by taking your to-do list or your maintenance list that you may have been avoiding for a while and just checking those items off the list, that will really help to show buyers that you've maintained the property, that you've loved the property, and that you've taken well care of it. So taking care of those items that are on your to-do list is a huge thing. Next, refinish hardwood floors. That has the biggest return on investment. People love hardwood floors. So if you refinish those, you're going to get your money back on that. Updating. So if your home needs updates, some simple things, maybe you could just have your cabinets painted. And I always suggest having a professional paint cabinets as well. They can get really tricky. So having a professional come in and paint your cabinets would be a good idea if that needs that type of update. Sometimes all it needs is a fresh coat of paint and some new hardware, and it looks fresh, nice, bright, new, and it'll catch the attention of buyers. Sometimes you might need a new countertop as well. For bathrooms, maybe all you need to do is switch out an outdated vanity, and that could help, or switch out a countertop and a vanity. Those items could help as well. Any mismatched appliances. So if you have white refrigerator and a black dishwasher, or stainless steel here and there, you want to try to match everything as best you can. I'm not saying that the brand name has to match exactly, but everything should be stainless steel, or everything should be white, or everything should be black. All of the appliances should really match, and they should go with the aesthetic of the kitchen as well. Let's see. The other thing that could add value for home improvement is finishing a basement. So a lot of buyers in today's day are looking for a finished basement, whether it's for an additional play space for their children, whether it's for additional office space for their home, for work from home. They're looking for finished basements. So if you finish your basement, if it's a possibility, that could add value as well. So these are just a couple things to prepare your house to sell. Finishing that to-do list and making sure that your curb appeal and first impressions are on point. Those are the most important things. So you want to prepare your house to list it. And once your house is prepared to list, you want to get with your real estate agent again. And they are going to come do a walkthrough, let you know if anything stands out to them. Once your house is really ready, your real estate agent will schedule photos. And you want to have all of the pet stuff away for photos. You want to have the house just looking its absolute best for photos, because photos are it's the first thing that buyers are going to see. So when a buyer pulls up your listing on the MLS, on Zillow, on Realtor.com, Redfin, whatever they're using, they're going to scroll through the photos first. They're not going to read the description. They're going to see bedrooms, baths. Does that match my needs? Yes. Is it in the town I want? Yes. Okay, let's go take a look at those photos. Once they see the photos, then they'll read the description, they'll check out the information, but the photos are what's going to really make or break you. So having a real estate agent that hires a great photographer is very important. Videography is really big today as well. People want to be able to walk through that space and see if it's going to work for them. Does the layout work for them? Does the aesthetic work for them? What works and what doesn't? So really Matterport and videos are important as well. So you want to check, does your realtor do that? Do they do photos for you? Do they do videos for you? What is it that they're providing to you to sell your home? So photos, videos, those will be done. And then you can start with open houses and showings. I can sometimes do a coming soon campaign if that's the right thing for my clients at that time. It's definitely something that I would do for my clients. Just letting the neighborhood know and anyone on my social media know that the property is coming soon. They can look out for it. And then letting them know once it hits the market as well. So you want to definitely talk to your real estate agent. What kind of marketing are they going to do? How much outreach do they have on their social media? How much outreach do they have in the community? What will they do for you to make sure that your home is sold? Pricing it appropriately is a big thing. You should ask them for a comparative market analysis and recently sold properties. You want to price your house appropriately because that will draw more people in. If you price it too low, people will wonder, is something wrong with this property? Why is it priced so low? Or are they really eager to sell and can I lowball them even more? You just may not get the number that you're looking for if you price it too low. And if you price it too high, of course, you're going to miss out on buyers as well, because people will think, oh, that's priced way too high. I'm not even going to bother. Or you won't even have people searching. So if you have a house that's, it should be listed around 500, but you list it at 515 instead, anybody that's looking for the 500 and under price range, they're not even going to see your house listed at 515 because when they put their search in, they're going to put 0 to 500. So your home's not even going to come up for all of those people that are looking in that price range. So you really want to strategically price your property so that it gets the most views and the most attention. So that's something that your local real estate agent can really walk you through as well. So you want to see their marketing presentation. You're going to want to see their listing presentation and just talk to them about what resources they have. For me, I have a trades and services guidebook as well. It's going to disappear because I have this green screen thing. Whatever. But I put together this resource for my clients, and it has everything from handyman, electrician, plumber, HVAC, cleaning companies, power washing companies. If your house on the exterior needs power washing, you're going to want to get that done as well, because again, first thing that people are going to see when they pull up to your house. It's got landscapers, junk removal company, dumpster companies, everything that you could need, interior and exterior painters. All of your resources are in this trades and services guidebook that I give to my clients, because that way they can just open it up and say, I need a painter. Here's 3 recommendations from my realtor. Let me reach out to one of them. So it's got flooring companies, cabinet companies, all of that stuff. So you want to make sure that you have a local real estate agent who has all of those resources as well and can refer you to the best in the industry. So getting your house prepared to sell is number 1, and working with a real estate agent is also at the top there as well. So if you have any questions about selling your house in Massachusetts or Connecticut, feel free to reach out to me, or anywhere really. I'm happy to chat with you, and let you know what you should be working on, what are the top items to take a look at. And if you have any questions, reach out, feel free to comment or send me a message as well. All of my info is in the description below.